Ladies and gentlemen, am I wrong, or is this the most interesting release of the young 2022? The King Seiko is a dress watch from 1965, sort of an upgraded Seiko for higher requirements. It was revived 2021 on the occasion of the 140th birthday of the company, with a massive support of Hodinkee because of the historic value of the watch, or more likely a price tag above 3K. And now it's back again in form of a regular Seiko collection. Let's go over the specifications. We have an automatic watch with a case diameter of 37 mm, height is 12 mm, lug to lug 43, and lug width is 19 mm. The watch comes with a sapphire crystal and is waterproof up to 100 meters. Inside we find the 6R31 movement with 24 jewels and a power reserve of 70 hours. The price tag tells us 1,700 euros or 1,700 US dollars. Don't let yourself confused by that. The European price is stated with VAT, the US price without. So why is this an interesting release? I mean, a 60s watch revived. That alone is not special. But here we see something with a rough attitude and some brave decisions. You find articles where they praise the graceful design of this Seiko. Guys, what are you smoking? What we see here is the absence of a designer who took care of every corner. We have a relatively high watch with fat lugs, a bracelet like a tank track in a 60s B-movie, small dial, clumsy crystal, caseback that looks like an entry hatch of a supervillain's secret fortress, a supervillain with a German accent, of course. Put this watch on the desk of somebody at Christopher Ward and he will show some allergic reactions. And that's cool. I love it. I love the fact that they have accepted all those edges, all those characteristics that are deep in the 60s and deep in the Seiko DNA. I also love the height of the watch. I mean, relatively small timepieces that are high don't seem convincing on a piece of paper, on a fact sheet, but on the wrist they can look pleasant in a very unique way. Seagull 1963 owner know exactly what I mean. And I focus here on the silver dial because this is my personal favorite, but there are 5 variants available as you can see here. But now let's grumble a bit. This is not a commercial, and so let's mention the movement, which you find also in more affordable Seiko models, and let's mention the price. In fact, some critics weren't happy with the 6R31. Too basic was the verdict. But I don't see the problem here. 70 hours power reserve, hacking, the specs are just good. This is a good working and reliable movement that will power the watch over years without the service terror of other brands. And the price is a matter of perspective. I personally don't see 1,700 in front of me, rather something around 1,000. But there are many Seiko aficionados that say the watch is, compared to the Grand Seikos and the simpler Presage models, too inexpensive. A price region of 2.5 would be better. So I think this is one of those watches where you should have a look on the used market before paying full retail. And speaking of Seiko aficionados, I think this is one of those watches where you really have to love the brand and its history. Then you can value, for example, the dial here with those functional indices and the absence of decoration. Otherwise, it can be easy to find the design rather boring. But I personally like even this aspect. It's not bad when you're able to value something that other people cannot even see. By the way, on their website you find a very cool tool, a strap generator. Here you can play with all those different variants. And while I'm playing around here, this episode comes to an end. Thank you very much and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.